Well, today my vigil ended this morning at 6 a.m. Oh, it's been a crazy couple days. Mom spent, what's today, Monday, Saturday, and Sunday up for 24 hours. 24 hours each day, 48 hours. I didn't sleep. I swear to God, I didn't sleep. Finally had to call hospice, and they took her to the house, the hospice house, and she passed there. The nurse said she most likely would. And I'm grateful for it on many levels. One, that she's not suffering anymore. She went down so fast, it was unreal. And secondly, I'm relieved because it's over with. It's very difficult to be a caregiver 24/7 with no help. So she left her son in charge of everything, and so I've kind of been cut out now that she's passed, and I'm not being notified of anything, and it's just as well. I'm done with the whole thing, but now I've got all this hospice stuff in the house, the bed and the wheelchair and the potty, the bedside potty. They're just reminders, and I want to call them and tell them to come get this stuff because I don't want the reminders, of how bad it was for me, for her. I don't want the reminders that she's gone, and yeah, I just want it gone. I made my peace with her while she was still alive. It was a very difficult relationship towards the end. The last 2-3 years have been very difficult, but I made my peace with her. And kind of indifferent about it, What do you say? What do you do? I realized today that I'm going to go on with my life, starting today. That chapter of my life is done, and I'm moving on, and I'm going to go out and do what I need to do. Learn from her, the life she led. She died like she lived. And it was sad because she was afraid of life. A lot of things in life she was afraid of. And in the end, she was afraid of dying. Afraid of being alone. Afraid of giving up on things that had no value because she thought that maybe they would change. And I don't want that kind of life. I don't want to die with a bunch of fear in me or regrets. I want to go out and live my life. I want to go out and be happy and joyous and grateful for every good and wonderful thing that comes along. So I'm going to go out and do what makes me happy. I'm going to go out and do what makes me joyful and grateful. And if that's the lessons to learn from all this, then none of this was a waste. The things that I've learned from this woman in the 40 years that I've known her, and most of it being the kind of person I don't want to be. But I fulfilled my obligation. And so, starting today, from this moment on, I'm going to try to live with more effort. I'm going to try and live with more purpose. Instead of being complacent, I'm going to step out into it. I want to travel. I want to start a couple businesses. Being a caregiver sucks. It wears you out. I spent all day yesterday sleeping. I bet I slept 12 hours. I was so exhausted. So I don't know if anybody's taking anything from these videos, but caregivers need to know that they're not alone and that their rage and their anger and their sadness and their grief and their pain are all legitimate feelings. You want to pack up your shit and leave. Sometimes you're just so sick and tired of this shit you want to leave. And other days you feel guilty because you feel that way. And there's no reason to, because they're all natural. They're all normal feelings. You get wore out. And I just want people to know that they're not walking that walk alone. They may feel like it, but you're not alone. I'm just grateful that mine was a very short walk. And I'm grateful it's over. I'm grateful she's at rest. I'm grateful she's not suffering anymore. So this is the end of this journey, and it's time to start a new one. And I thank you for following along on this one. So let the new one begin.